Ugh. Oh gosh. Horrible weather to log onto the server in. Dude. What? Is he fishing? Whoa. What? What? He's lost it. Is lost. Oh my. Guys, I don't want to alarm you, but I think there might be something wrong with my neighbor. Okay, I'm not gonna ask any questions about that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hermitcraft. I wish I could keep this weather all the time. This so goes with the vibe. The lightning is striking my boat because it has a copper rod. That's so cool. Whoa. Oh, I just love the rain, but I think that's enough dramatic cinematics for one day. We have mail! This has been driving you guys nuts. I haven't checked my mail. To be honest, I maybe should have made my mail color a different color because I like the red. I find myself enjoying keeping something in the mailbox because I want the mailbox to be red. Anyways, yes, here's my mail. I did actually kind of already check these on the side off camera. This is a free shulker box of sand and gravel. Very useful from Scar. And this is Mission Possible, which I think is a thing that I can go to and do some random missions. I feel like that'd be really fun, actually. I would like to do that. First, though, let's get started with today.
Jem, you got any pickles?
Oh my god. Oh no. Wait, it didn't go off again. Oh no.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Oh no!
Hey, Jem.
Oh.
You got any pickles?
I saw the, hold on. It's gotta be down here, right? It's gotta be down here? Oh, wait. She put it on an Enderman head?
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
No.
Hey,
no,
Jem,
I don't. I
you got
have
any
no more
pickles?
No more pickles.
Hey, Jem.
There's no more pickles, Pearl. There's no more. Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Oh my god.
Hey, Jem, you got any
Oh
pickles?
my god. Oh my gosh! For the love of pickles. At least she started giving them back. I could stock the shop with it. The perfectly good pickles, Pearl. Perfectly good pickles. Alay, you let this happen? You let this happen in our storage room. Oh my goodness. You know what? It actually looks pretty good.
You got any pickles?
What the heck? Get out of my storage room, Pearl. Pickle monster. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Okay, I gotta find it.
Hey, Jem,
I gotta
you
find
got
it.
any pickles?
Is that it? Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Hey, Pearl. Stop it. What the heck? Pearl's been in my walls. Okay, everything's fine. It's all back together. It's all good. Let's go check on our pickle shop, shall we? I'm wondering if I
Hey, Jem,
actually...
you got any pickles?
My...
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
I'm gonna lose it.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Why? Oh, there's
Hey,
no
Jem,
pickles. You
you
have
got
all the
any
pickles, Pearl.
pickles?
Pearl, you took all of my pickles. What the heck? Hold on a minute. Let me check this. Oh my gosh. She really bought all, you know what? I'm restocking. I am restocking with the pickles that she put in my base. Nothing else sells like it's, oh my God. Pearl! I swear, this woman needs to be studied or something. There has got to be something wrong. Why does she need this many pickles? I have 21 blocks of diamonds and most of that is from pickle sales. You know what? That actually gives me an idea. Why, hello there. Scientist Jem reporting in. We appear to have a strange hermit anomaly to study. You see, I've been keeping an eye on these curious creatures that keep visiting me at my base, and I've decided they need further investigation. Recently, my studies have been mostly focused on this man who seems to have washed up on shore, but it appears we have a new mission that we need to investigate today. Let's go. If my findings are correct, the Pickle Lady originates just over here. Here, you will observe the home of a certain pearlescent moon. Yes, I can see the problem already. Pickles. Pickles in the trees. Perhaps it could be some sort of cultural phenomenon, like, you know, a Christmas decoration, but with pickles. I must go investigate further. Very curious. Yes, we must observe the pearlescent moon from a distance as to not disturb it in its natural habitat. Luckily for me, I blend right in with this lab coat. She won't even see me. There's Pearl now. With the pickles! Fascinating creature, this one. What do you suppose she is doing? Oh, we better hide. Further observation of this subject may be required. This is very odd indeed. It is now the next day, and the subject seems to have moved to the other side of the base in a field. Oh, what exactly is this behavior? What is she doing? More tree growing. Subject appears to be taking a significant amount of damage whilst farming trees. Yes, this is truly fascinating behavior. I really have never seen it before. Very odd. I do not think I have a conclusion yet. Did she die? Oh my god, she died. This is truly remarkable. Yes, it has been raining a lot in today's episode. I don't know why, but Zedaf's been online all day, so I'm gonna go ahead and blame him. Anyways, as you can see, I have a ton of building materials in my inventory because I am super excited to begin work once again on another build. And I want to work in this area in particular, because I feel like now that we've got the anthropologist house area, I just want to add a little bit more immersion to this whole area. These paths are so extremely plain, and I just want to connect up with Skiz's pyramid here a bunch better. Before we begin building though, I have a favor. If you've been enjoying today's silly antics, please click the subscribe button. Pretty please. It would mean a lot, and you know, while you're down there, also consider booping the like button. That'd be great. Okay, now we build. Now we build. You promise you've done that? I'll start building. All right. My goal is to make this here cliffside a lot better, and I think we're actually going to entirely take this path and curve it along this way. It's just very awkward how it traverses this terrain. Nobody would take that path. You're telling me in real life you could climb 2 meters or you could take a flat. Most people would go the flat route like every single time. It's just way more realistic, so we're gonna do away with that. And then I think I'm just gonna put the building here, literally right next to these rocks maybe? Ooh, maybe I need to think about this more. Yeah, this already makes a lot more sense. You see, we'll just have the path come right along the side of this building. And then right here, sort of glancing over at the structures that we've already done and kind of copying the layout. I want this village to look very cohesive, so each building will have its own defining thing next to it that kind of makes it stand out from the others. But for the most part, these buildings are gonna blend together and look like one big old cohesive village that was all kind of built at the same time. You know, now that I think about it though, I don't really know what exactly is going to divide this house and allow it to be unique. All right, as much as I love the rain, I am going to sleep it off because I'm sure YouTube's compression is killing this video. Oh, that's cute. It really is just like a tiny little hut right now, and I want to add a couple defining features to this. I think, and bear with me for a second, this path goes under the next part of the house. So we just come out maybe 3 here. And then you have to go under kind of a balcony in order to continue your journey. Maybe like one more out like here. I'm just gonna put these slabs in sort of temporarily and see what it feels like to actually walk in under them. Okay. Doable, but you hit your head. Maybe, alternatively, we peel this back a little bit. I really like the potential this has because we're working with the terrain that's here instead of just flattening it out. But I don't want it to be annoying to traverse either. It's a fine line here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hoping it looks good in the end. Oh, you know what? I actually think we're onto something here. Now that my path of travel has been adjusted, we need a reason for people to use this path and come to the beach. This is a horrible little town after all, and people are not coming to this beach to have a nice, lovely, relaxing day on the beach. There needs to be something down here that they're coming for, and I think we need houses, to be honest. I mean, we have a lot of buildings that have a lot of function, but we don't have a lot of places for people to just live. So I want to do some little huts down here on the beach. And I am thinking quite little, to be honest. Like maybe literally just something like this. Little round huts with like a thatch roof on them. And then on the inside, we could just have a bed and a crafting table and stuff and make it kind of look like somebody lives there. But they're just kind of like little NPC houses. They don't have a lot of lore to them. They're just kind of space fillers. Torch inside. Now that we have bamboo, we actually have a fantastic option in this bamboo mosaic for kind of a thatched roof type of vibe. Here we go. And then I'm gonna do the details kind of all over the place, if that makes sense. I want this to be a very uneven and organic looking roof. So let's just build it up like this. Okay, let's see how this looks, and then we just bring it down in a couple of places like so. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. It totally looks like a little beach hut. And then I want to just add a door, maybe right about there. There we go. Oh, I like it. And of course, it also needs a friend. You know what would really finish off this build? Foliage. We need foliage. But unfortunately, making custom trees requires a significant amount of materials. So it's material gathering time, everybody. When Skiz and I first talked about these builds being next to each other, we discussed what biome we were going to build in and decided on a jungle. Today, I think it's important that we actually bring some of that jungle in. So I've marked out a place for a tree here and also up there, and I'm gonna make these giant jungle trees. Honestly, they're gonna be kind of similar to a Minecraft jungle tree, just like way cooler. I'm hoping eventually we can have the jungle feel kind of come back to maybe like here, and then we'll transition towards Tango and Pearl a little bit. I just feel like things are a little bit too open right now above our heads, and I really like the feel that we established here with the mangrove, although we need more of them. I actually think this tree right here is probably the most important of them all, so I'm just gonna start here and see where things take us. I would like to interrupt the tree building to tell you that I would like this building in particular to be an artist's loft. I don't know why, I feel like an artist would get very inspired there, and then maybe they could live here with their friends or something. I don't know, I'm always thinking of lore. Anyways, back to the trees. As you can see, I've got some regular vanilla jungle trees planted next to them so that we could kind of see the inspiration. I'm basically just customizing a vanilla jungle tree a little bit. I'm gonna add a few more slabs, and a few more fences, I think. And then it's time for the leaves, of which I have collected a ton. I bought some from Corrales because I hate farming jungle leaves. So I did purchase those. Thank you, Corrales. And I think we're just going to use a mixture of the jungle leaves and the mangrove leaves and kind of just cover all of the branches. I also do want to go in with some roots and some glowberries, but you know, those are details that kind of come afterwards. The hardest part right now is going to be just getting the leaves on. The building is getting serious when I replace my sword with a hoe. That's when you know we're about to do a lot of tree building. I feel like I can't reiterate this enough, but every time I build trees, I always tell you guys, you gotta leave lots of air blocks in your leaves. That is seriously the key to a good custom tree. If you remember nothing else from how I build trees, just remember to use lots and lots of air. Over here, I also think a little bit of texturing in the trunk wouldn't hurt. And I'm gonna try using stripped spruce for that because it has some of those slight notes of green. And I think it'll look fine. It'll look fine. Yeah, honestly, that's better already.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Oh my god. For goodness sake, Pearl.
Hey, Jem, you got any pickles?
Where is it? Where is it, Pearl?
Hey, Jem, you got any
Why
pickles?
can't I find it, Pearl? Oh. Found it. No pickles, Pearl. Sorry. Oh, don't mind me. Just admiring my handiwork. This building has brought it together in a way that I didn't know that it was capable of being brought together. I mean, this is a whole village now. It wasn't really a village before, and now somehow, with that addition today, it's now a village. The trees in the back are looking fantastic. However, I do think we kind of need a palm tree. What do you think? What's Gran doing? Granted, this may be a little lazy, but I literally took those two palm trees and put them right there. So if they look pretty similar, that would be why. But I think that it works because, you know, they're probably related. They're probably seeds from each other or whatever. Overall, though, palm trees and jungle trees massively helping this little corner of our base. I cannot help but marvel at how transformed this little river has gotten. Let me show you a side-by-side of our base on episode 1 versus right now. I feel like sometimes I forget just how much terraforming in the water I've done. We have expanded this area so much. I'm so proud of it. I spent several hours on these trees yesterday, and afterwards I needed a bit of a break. So I took a little mental health break and I went outside and I did some weeding in my garden. And while I was out there, I kind of came up with what exactly I want the lore to be for this particular build. We talked about how it can maybe be an artist because I like this as sort of an artist loft, but I think perhaps the artist has been coming down here on the beach and peering into the water for inspiration. And this has caused the artist to become extremely paranoid. I want to make it look like the door is kind of barred here. And this is kind of, I don't know, it's just a little bit creepy. Maybe there's a keep out. We make this red and have it look maybe a little bit bloody if that's not too graphic. Maybe it's keep and then a bunch of spaces out like that. Oh, that's, hello, incorrect. Try again. Out, like that. Yeah. Does that break when I open it? No. I feel like I'm just always trying to think of ways to have really subtle lore going on throughout all of these buildings. So when you walk into one, you kind of get a little bit of the story of what's going on in this town. And I haven't fully shaped that up yet, but you know, we're one step closer every episode. Now, something that's really bothering me, this whole entire path. I think I want to change out some of this to coarse dirt and mud now. I'm ready. I'm ready to get rid of the path blocks. They annoy me. Truthfully, they're not my favorite block in the world. Ooh, maybe I'll use a bunch of packed mud, and then I just need some coarse dirt from storage. Oh, before I forget, another thing that I really wanted to do, do I have any moss? Yes, yes, yes. I wanted to put some flowers up in our custom trees and just kind of hide them with some moss. I don't know, this might look a little strange, but I feel like it could be kind of cute, especially down here in the branches. Let's try here and maybe here. It's subtle, but I think it's fun. It's very jungly. All right, let's focus back on the paths, While I'm doing this, let me tell you about my garden in real life because I love talking about my garden in real life. I have been learning so much about growing vegetables and also flowers. There are some flowers in my garden. I'm not the best at caring for flowers. I'm much more of a vegetable gardener. Last year I had really my first ever proper successful attempt at gardening, and I grew basically tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers. This year I've decided to expand, and so I've got sugar snap peas, I've got some peppers, which to be honest are not doing that well this year. I've got 4 tomato plants, a zucchini plant, 2 butternut squash plants. I've got a cucumber plant, and I think, oh, and some carrots. I've really been enjoying growing stuff. If it is not something you've ever attempted to do, but you've wanted to, I 100% fully recommend it. It is so therapeutic, and I don't have a lot of garden space, to be clear. Like, I'm not doing this in a big raised bed. I have these plants, all of them, every single one of them is in pots. I don't actually have any, like, ground garden space. It is a dream of mine, don't get me wrong. I really want it. I'm just not quite there yet where I have like a big space for a greenhouse and stuff, but someday hopefully. At the moment, I've basically just got a ton of stuff in pots. Even my carrots are in a grow bag, and honestly, it's all doing really, really well. I'm surprised given how little space it has. Let me know down below if you've been growing anything in your garden, and also if you have any tips. In particular, it's my very first year ever growing peas. The peas are throwing me off. They're huge. They get so tall. I cannot wait until I get to harvest them, but you know, they're not quite ready yet. I live in Newfoundland, so there are some of the more tropical plants that I can't quite do. Peppers in particular, they don't do well for me because I don't have a greenhouse. I think if I could extend my growing season, the peppers would do a lot better. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Here we have a little path. Hold on, this is not quite right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, this area cleans up pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I think I do want something on the back of this structure. Not really sure what that's gonna be yet though, so I'm gonna just sit with it, see how I feel. Haven't done the interior yet either, but I feel like we made a ton of progress. The trees look fantastic. The new building fills this area out so much. I had a lot of fun building on Hermitcraft today, and I hope that you enjoyed watching my process. As always, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next episode. We're officially out of time for this week. Goodbye! Oh, I think I captured our artist, so I guess I'll be here for the next while.